Breakups are hard and can be even harder if you've left clothes in the closet, toiletries in the bathroom, and your favorite mug in the kitchen cabinet. In this episode of Leverage Your Spark, let's talk about how to use technology, tools, and processes so parting ways is easier and no one has to awkwardly ask for their favorite sweater back. Welcome to Leverage Your Spark. I'm Brandy Lawson. The beginning is just more fun to figure out, and we want to make a good impression. So client onboarding is usually the first place an expert or external agency focuses on building out processes. Offboarding is the red-headed stepchild of systems and processes. It rarely gets any attention. Not considering offboarding when onboarding is happening can set you up for having a mess to figure out when the end inevitably comes. As a client, you can help to get the most value out of your expert services by having your own processes and systems and facilitating the use of those in the expert's work. The point of engaging experts and external agencies is to create more value in your business, whether that's through growth, improvement, or additional capacity. To retain that value after the work is over takes a little extra effort so that you've got everything you need. In our agency, we're currently using Google Workspace. Other agencies might use Microsoft Office 365, Zoho, or some other system. No matter what software you're using, ensuring that you're using it to its full potential is really the opportunity for making your life easier. Wondering how to put all this information into action? I'd love to answer your questions about experts, websites, smart business, and technology. I host a monthly roundtable conversation where you can personally connect with me for answers. All you have to do is show up. Get the next one on your calendar by visiting fieryeffects.com/chat. When we onboard a client, we create a Google Drive folder for them. We also begin their user guide. Their user guide is a Google Doc that will ultimately contain links to specific processes, documents, assets, and other things so that our team has a single place to go when working with the client. Then, when the day comes that the client needs to part ways with us, we can give them one comprehensive document that enables them to either continue the work themselves or easily engage with another provider. Having the user guide, which is essentially a table of contents, and a repository, in our case, a Google Drive folder, means that all the pieces are in one place and there's a guide to using the pieces. So if you've got Office 365, you'd use a OneDrive folder and a Word doc. If you're using Dropbox, maybe it's a Dropbox paper document and a Dropbox folder. Regardless of the system, there should be a place where everything gets stored and then a way to know what is stored there and links to other things that may not be stored, like Canva templates, videos, analytics documents, reports, or other things that aren't necessarily a file. The payoff from considering offboarding when starting and performing the work in an organized way is that all the efforts during the time you're working together are going towards creating in such a way that doesn't have to be redefined when the relationship is over. For you, the client, it means less time going back to the expert asking questions, asking for explanations, or losing the value you invested in. For the expert, it means less resources expended when it comes time to dissolve the relationship with the client. And maybe they do it faster when it needs to happen. That wraps up Season 2 of Leverage Your Spark. In the past 25 episodes, we've examined how to better find, engage with, and part ways with experts in a way that adds more value to your business. Stay tuned for what's next with Season 3 of the podcast as we continue to bring you insights and simple steps to take to improve the leverage available to you to do more effectively with less. Do you need expert tech help in your business? I host a monthly roundtable conversation where you can personally connect with me for answers. Get the next one on your calendar by visiting fieryeffects.com/chat.